Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with the next update from my rolling project pan. This is my year-long project pan where my goal is to finish every single item that is in here. And as the name would suggest, this is a rolling project pan, which means that when I finish something up, I will replace it with a new product and keep this project going until the end of the year. My kind of unofficial goal is to finish 22 products. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that because I didn't put in quite a few, long-term products in here, but I just want to finish as many as possible, and I'm gonna go through the 10 products I'm currently working on. But before I jump into that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So the first product that I'm going to talk about is the blush that is in this project. I did actually finish a blush in this project last month, so this is now the only blush that I'm working on, and that is my Lovelies blush from Benefit. So I'm going to insert a picture here of what it looked like last month. It's always hard for me to see the progress with this kind of product because you use it every single day, but the movement is so slow, so you can't really see a direct change. But I'm hoping that the pictures will show a bigger pan, but this is what the product looks like now. So yeah, I definitely am getting lower. The sides are still very high, but I can definitely see that I am wearing them down. I'll be focusing my brush on this side here because the bottom part right here is already more worn down. So yeah, I'm focusing on the top part there just because I do want to expand the pan and even it out, the whole pan, not just in the center. So I'm still on the fence if I will actually be able to finish this year, but I'm gonna try obviously and keep going with this one. I love this blush. I'm wearing it today, and I have been laying this a lot with other blushes. Same today, I'm wearing a more kind of brighter pink blush, just kind of like at the actual cheeks, and then I use this to kind of blend it out and blend out this whole area and blend out that brighter blush, and that's how I've been loving using this, and I think that's how I'm going to continue going. It is more of a summer blush, but I think depending on the blushes I pair it with throughout autumn, I think it will still work throughout autumn as well. So I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that I can finish this year, but again, I'm not sure I will be able to. The next product I'm actually very doubtful that I will be able to finish this year, and that is my Merry Luminizer from The Balm. This product I've had in since the start as well. Most of the products I haven't had in since the start, there's only 3 that I haven't. So this product I did want to finish as well, obviously, because it is in this project, and this is what it looked like last month. Since then I have used this 19 times, and this is what it looks like today. Again, I'm not sure if you will be able to see a pan expansion, but I do feel like I have used this a lot, and I'm hoping the pan has expanded a little bit, but there's no way I'm going to be able to finish this year. There's still so much product left in here, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this. But I'm excited about the progress that I'm making on this, and even if I don't finish it this year, I should hopefully be able to roll it out or use it up next year. And with the Lovelies blush, I did actually use this 21 times in the past month, which is really good. I'm very happy with that number. I'm hoping to use it around the 20 times mark each month now, if I want to be able to finish it. But again, I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but that is how many uses I have on this in the past month. So next up we have the 2 Super Shock shadows that are in this project. We have the shade Lightning Bug as well as Revolution, and I'm gonna start with Lightning Bug because I have a very exciting update. This is what the pan looked like last month, and I'm happy to say that I was able to finish this. This is what it looks like now. You can see there's a little bit of remnants in there, but barely anything for a look. So yeah, I did finish this in the past month. I actually finished this today. I used it in my look today. I have another eyeshadow topped on top of it, but I did use it as like a base for that gold shade, and I'm so happy this is done. I've been using this with so many looks, and I've been very tired of the looks that I have been doing with this. I mean, I have been pairing it in different ways, so it's been versatile in that sense, but it's still a really warm toned, it was a really warm toned orangey gold, so it still made looks lean a certain way. I have been liking pairing it with neutrals obviously, as well as like these kind of grungy greens. I've done a food green looks with this eyeshadow because I think it works quite well. I have topped it with different things just to change the tone of it a little bit, but again, I'm just so happy it's done, and it actually took me an additional 23 uses to finish this. So I have used this so much in the past month. 23 times in a month is so much, especially for an eyeshadow. So yeah, this one is finally done, and I'm so happy, and I will be replacing this at the end of the video. And since I was so determined to finish that eyeshadow, I have actually not used my Revolution eyeshadow at all, which is like the purpley tone. This is what this one looks like, and again, I haven't used it at all. I'm hoping to step up my usage game with this in the next month. I'm hoping to maybe use it like 10 times or so. That would be amazing, because I actually haven't used this at all in the past 2 months. It is more of a kind of spring, autumn, winter shade though. It's not really a summer shade for me, so that's why I haven't really used it much in the past couple of months. But again, I'm hoping to use this a fair amount in the next month. Next up, we have the 2 eyeliners that are in this project, and again, I have some really good progress on these. The first eyeliner that I have is the Isadora one, which is the bronze eyeliner. It's like a really red toned brown, and this is what this one looks like now. It is getting very short. You can see the color there as well. This one, I actually finally managed to find a use for this, or like a use that I really like, and surprisingly it's actually as a lip liner. So since the color is so kind of warm toned, it works quite well as like a, you know, warm toned orangey brown kind of lip liner. And I have been topping that with, I used the Angel lipstick from MAC quite a bit with this lipstick, because that's a very pink toned light nude, and that in combination with this created quite a nice neutral-ish nude, and I really love that combination. Since finishing that lipstick, I haven't really, you know, reached for this one as much. I actually haven't reached for it at all as a lip liner since then, but I think I'm gonna try pairing this with a different lipstick just to continue using it that way, because I'm really happy with the progress that I was able to get, and I did use this 17 times in the past month. And I will go ahead and show you the progress lines in a second, but I will also go through the other eyeliner, which comes from NYX, and this is the Wonder Pencil in Light. And again, this is very small now. I used this 21 times in the past month, which is quite a lot. I mean, I've been very consistent with this eyeliner, so it is moving. But yeah, I'm very excited with this. I think this one will be done very soon, you know, maybe in the next month or 2, which I'm very excited about. And with the Isadora one, if I continue using it the way I have, I think that might be done in 2 months. So very exciting with these 2, because they have been quite slow moving, but yeah, they're finally showing some good progress. And just to show you, that is the NYX Wonder Pencil. You can see that I used it that much there. Not as much as I have been, but or at least not in the past month. Up here, I have more progress than up here, but the last month was really good. But you know, this update, it's still decent. But this is the big change right here, which is the Isadora eyeliner. You can see how much I've moved in comparison to how it moved before. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm going to hopefully continue using it that way, so that I can continue getting really good progress on it. The next product that I have is actually the last one that has been in since the start, and that is my eyeshadow primer. This is the Plouise base in the shade Rumor 02. This one I use every single time I do my makeup, and you know, there have been like a handful of times this month when I used a concealer, like a white concealer, instead of this one as a base. But overall, I do have 27 uses on this in the past month, which is amazing. And another thing is you can start seeing the window up in this, or like the product disappearing in the window up there. I'm not sure you'll be able to pick up on the camera, but yeah, you can hopefully see there that the product is starting to disappear, so that window is actually clear. And I do have some pretty good progress. This is where I'm now, so I'm gonna continue using this. I don't mind using it every single day. It's definitely not my favorite eyeshadow primer, but it works. I think when I first started using this, it did not really work for me. It made my eyeshadows crease, but I think that's because I put too much on, because I feel like with this one, you've seen so many people use palette on and have a really thick layer on. That doesn't work for me. I need to have quite a thin layer with this, and since I started using it that way, it works really well. So I mean, again, not my favorite, but it does work. So I'm going to continue using it, and hopefully I can use this up by the end of the year. So I'm not sure if you can hear anything in the background. If you're wondering what that is, my dog is just laying next to me chewing her chew bone. So if you can hear that, I'm really sorry. But yeah, I'm not going to disturb her because she's really chilled and just, you know, chewing her chew bone, which is really good. So I'm going to continue letting her do that. It is really early in the morning, and you know, my boyfriend is sleeping, and I'm just going to let her do her thing. So sorry if you can hear that, but that is what that sound is. So next up we have the Chanel Slate Tan de Chanel bronzer. This is the bronzer that I'm currently trying to finish in this project. I actually love this bronzer, but it is getting quite old. I do think they have reformulated this bronzer, so unfortunately I don't think I can get the same formula again. But there's loads of other bronzers, and actually a lot of cream bronzers that I want to try as well, and I think that they are really good now. I think when this came out, this was the only kind of bronzer of this type, at least in this formula, at least this good, but now I think there are lots more options on the market. But this is what I looked like last month. At that point I had already been in for 3 months, and since then I have used this an additional 29 times, and this is what it looks like today. So you can see there that I do have some good progress. I think you can see some pan expansion in pictures, hopefully. I can definitely tell that I'm getting lower with this product now, which is exciting. It's still going to take a few more months to finish. I still have, you know, it's obviously thicker around the edges. And so far I'm able to reach everything, so, you know, in here with my brush. But if it gets really difficult, I might have to like somewhat repress this. I don't know how that will work, but I'm going to continue using it in this manner for as long as I can, and you know, hopefully again I will be able to use this up by the end of the year. But I am very excited with the progress that I have on this so far. So I have 2 more products to go. The next product is my Sunbeam highlighter from Benefit. This has now been in for 3 months. This is a product that I don't really reach for every single day, but I do try to reach for it as much as I remember. But it's just not a product that works for me when I'm pale, nor is it something that I remember to reach for every single day. But in the past month I have reached for this 9 times, which is pretty average for me. I have reached for this, yeah, 9 times and 10 times and 9 times again, so very on par with that. But yeah, it's hard to track progress on this because it, you know, it's in here and it's hard to like see, but I still have a little bit of product left in here, and when I look into it I can see that it's kind of at the bottom, but it's still a bit to go. So I think again this might be something that will be in until the end of the year, but you know, it's moving at least, which is really nice. Depending on how it goes, this might be a product that I veto out later this year, just because it doesn't really work again for me when I'm pale. And you know, if I get to a point where I'm not going to fake tan anymore, you know, I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach for this much at all, so I might just pull something else in its place instead, just so I can get some use out of something else. But we're gonna take that at a later date. I think that's not gonna happen for the next like 2 months at least. But that is my Sunbeam highlighter from Benefit. So by the way, we have a little helper right now because she is obsessed with my makeup. I'm trying to film with the last bit of item, and she's trying to, yeah, you can see she's trying to eat it. So she had to come up and help because she's obsessed with my foundation apparently. And this is the last product, which is my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. This one I rolled in last month. I rolled this in to replace the blush I talked about finishing last month. And this one again I want to finish obviously because it is in this project. And so far in the past month I have used this 23 times, and this is the progress line. So you can see right there that I did use a fair amount of this foundation. I still have a bit to go. I think this might be done in the next like 2 or 3 months if I continue at the same rate. But yeah, it still has a bit to go, but I'm happy with the progress I was able to make. So you know, it's something that I can reach for quite often. I don't reach for this foundation every single day. Like, I'm not wearing it today because I'm wearing a bit of a deeper foundation because I am fake tan at the moment. But this is the foundation that I'm wearing when I am not fake tanned, or you know, when I'm in between, because then I can mix it with a deeper foundation. But yeah, I'm excited about this progress, and I think this should definitely be done in the next 2 to 3 months. So since I was able to finish that Super Shock shadow, I am going to replace that with a new product. And the product that I have decided to roll in is a very similar type of product, and that is actually my Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Kitten Karma. I do want to finish up all my Stila Glitter and Glows this year. I don't think I will be able to. I think I might have one left at the end of the year, but this is the next one I want to roll in. So this is a really nice neutral kind of shimmer. You can see it right there. It's like a champagne kind of shimmer, but I think it's going to be nice to roll in. What I'm going to do with this one is, if you're familiar with my Deco Panning Project pan, I have actually decanted the smoldering satin shade I'm working on in there into an old Super Shock shadow container. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually decant this into the old lightning bug container, just for simplicity, because it's much easier to use that way, because they are quite dried out and it's really hard to get them out with the wand currently. So that's what I'm going to do, and once I've done that I'm going to take a photo of this just so you can see my starting point, and hopefully I will be able to get some good progress out of this product before the end of the year, if not finish it. So that is the product that I'm rolling in, and with that I'm going to wrap up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and otherwise I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.